If I want to send you $1 million right now through the conventional, antiquated banking system, they are going to charge me a minimum of about $10,000 in transactional fees to send your $1 million to you. My hard-working money I accumulated to pay you. Why would they charge so much? Just the other day, somebody sent $165 million using Bitcoin as a store of value. And it cost them 5 cents. I'm representing Oduwa Career Institute. Take blockchain development classes, become a master developer, along with taking other classes in tech, such as robotics, so on and so forth, so you can involve yourself and be inclusive in a lucrative future, as we are in the digital age. So it's only right we give you accredited so you can get a certification. Writing articles now and doing podcasts, user cases, mainstream events that are shaping the world of crypto and blockchain technologies. And just now, article that I was writing, podcast dissertation, was also the same subject that I'm just finding out right now. Federal Reserve digital dollar push worries Wall Street. So the Federal Reserve is working on the fedcoin. These Fed tokens, right? We already have tokens. Anyways. And it's making people from Wall Street kind of nervous. When I dropped a podcast next, probably shortly after this one drops, you'll see in great detail the user case and the need for the blockchain and how it can put the bank out of business because it renders the bank irrelevant, because a bank is a middleman between you and your money. Why can't I just give it to you straight up? $165 million for 5 cents in transactional fees? That beats 10,000. Let's read some of the article I was writing about. Bank and credit card companies and digital payment processors are nervously watching the push to create an electronic alternative to the paper bills Americans carry in their wallets. First off, nobody wants to carry a bulky wallet around anymore. You can keep your money securely on your phone in a digital wallet. Even if it wasn't crypto, even if it was just a card on your phone, it's a lot more convenient. It's a lot more light and comfortable. Of course, digital payment processors and credit card companies are getting nervous. If we start using crypto, who's going to use them? For years, these companies have been taking transactional fees and creating ways of getting paid from you sending money to somebody that has nothing to do with that business, unless you're borrowing. Other than that, there's no reason for you to owe anybody anything. You go up to these companies and you say, hey, we're not going to use the stuff we've been using from you all these years. We're going to use something else. Of course, those companies are going to pay you. I represent Oduwa Coin, first black viable blockchain solution and cryptocurrency. I do reference other coins on the channel because it's for educational purposes. And I noticed that when people are educated on the industry of crypto and blockchain, the more knowledge that they have, the more they then appreciate Oduwa Coin because they see it for what it is, the real value. But it's only through the education of this new industry that you can actually understand it fully. And you start seeing the future like us, crypto enthusiasts and educators, because you start understanding why these companies are getting really nervous. JP Morgan, a year ago, he said Bitcoin was a fraud and a Ponzi scheme. Now what are they doing? They accepted that their bank can't get away with anything on a blockchain that's not agreed with because everything is recorded and no transaction can be removed from the system. It's immutable and it's the most secure transfer of information so nobody can hack it. Safer than a bank. Also, you get paid very little for banking at the bank. They do fractional reserve banking, invest your money, make their money, and give you pennies on the dollar of what they're getting. They're making millions and they give you pennies every year. Like it's going to do something special with your life. Not necessarily. You can farm and stake cryptocurrency and make more in a day than what the bank would give you in a year. To some people, they don't know how it's possible, but that's okay because it's happening. And you can learn how to do it. I'm just informing you because we are in the year 2021 where things are not the same than as 10 years ago. Things have changed. Technology is getting smaller, faster, and quicker. You have a smartphone, you have a smart car, only write your money smart. Don't be stupid. Respectfully. Let's get back to the article. As soon as July, officials at the Federal Reserve Bank of Boston and the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, which have been developing prototypes for a digital dollar platform, plan to unveil their research, said James Kuna, who leads the project for the Boston Fed. A digital currency could fundamentally change the way Americans use money, leading some financial firms to lobby the Fed and Congress to slow its creation, or at least ensue that they're not cut out. What they're doing is preventing the inevitable. So all of the energy that they're spending trying to get this not to happen, they could be building and collaborating with blockchain technology, cryptocurrency, and creating different ways of collaborations on how everybody can work together. But people are so greedy in industry and they want it all to themselves. It's really all or nothing. So instead of a small piece of a big pie, they get nothing because their unwillingness to adapt to the circumstances render them obsolete when it comes to adjusting to future circumstances. How can you handle cryptocurrency and blockchain technology if you've never involved yourself in it? What they need to know that they just don't think about, or maybe they just are that bent on keeping all of this $1 trillion profit in the finance industry, is it can make your business more secure and make it more money using this technology. So implementing it in its infrastructure, allowing it to be part of your business, transforming how you do business, because that's what you normally do when new technology comes around, new ways of doing things sprout, and you adapt to that because the community is only going to do what's most convenient in context. You think somebody's going to want to pull out a bulky wallet with some crumpled up bills if they can wave their phone over a cash register and make a payment in less than 30 seconds? Whatever is the most convenient and makes the most sense, literally, at the end of the day, people are going to do. These guys at the top, the 1%, the bankers, the federalists, they don't get it. Lawmakers, U.S. Treasury Department, officials, and the Fed haven't yet approved the rollout of a U.S. digital virtual currency, which could still be years away, nor have they decided how a digital dollar would interact with the existing global payments networks. That's what they're saying is they don't know how much money they're going to make off this, and they're still trying to figure out a structure of how they are going to make money off this. The blockchain is a sophisticated technology that was made to not be involved with any of the centralized control of money and finance. It was made for the people. So what's happening is you're taking a system that was made strictly for community benefit, giving it to the hands of big business, the guys up there in the suits. And now they're trying to take the best parts of the technology as a benefit while trying to implement how they can make more from it than you can as a consumer. And it's not fair. But we'll see what happens. The fire has been lit, said John Lipsky, who has helped convene government officials from the U.S. and other countries working on digital currencies. Director of Geoeconomics, Center at the Atlantic Council. The world is moving very quickly on these projects. How these people talk sometimes, it blows my mind. The people that are involved in the crypto sector are so articulate, sophisticated. They see the future. In fact, some of these people are building the future. The blockchain offers a way for making video games, making music, transferring all kinds of information for creators, for industry professionals, anything you can think of. And it's providing a new platform to do that effortlessly. Why wouldn't everybody else want to be involved? Obviously, it's working, and there's no complaints. Mainly from the people who don't know how to use it. Other than that, you should be taking classes to learn how. Do a career institute. We can get you right in the mind and prepared to use and develop blockchain. If you want to get that deep, at least educate yourself on the functionality of it. You want to know what you're doing while you're out there. Anyways, until next time.